Hello angels! So welcome to my mini masterclass number 2 in this series that I've decided to do. So I'm so excited to speak to you today because we are talking about a whole different topic than I've originally planned. And this is because something super exciting happened to me today and I got so many downloads and I got so lit up and I was like, we need to have this conversation right now. So today we're going to be talking about the power of divine feminine devotions mixed with patience, okay? So welcome everyone who is joining us live and on replay. If you are joining live or on replay, let me know where you're watching from. Give me some hearts. I'd love to just witness you and feel you. I also want to mention something really exciting before we get fully into today's topic is I've decided to offer one free, like a gifted 45-minute intuitive business session to someone as a gift, and all you have to do to enter to win that 45-minute session is to comment on this video. So if it's live or if it's a replay, if you're seeing this in my Facebook group, on Instagram, wherever, just go ahead and comment, and I think August 18th or August 20th I will pick the winner. So on any of these videos that I'm doing, these mini master classes, go ahead and comment, and that will be your entry to win a 45-minute session with me. Okay, let's get started. So the last few weeks have been really sort of strange for me. I'm someone that's very used to experiencing a lot of flow in my life, like little miracles all the time, like just popping up for me because of my devotion, because of tuning into the light and my light body and synchronicity and my prayer practice and all the things that we're going to talk about today. But the last few weeks with the Lionsgate energy is coming in, and me living in this place in Costa Rica that's like really interesting for me, powerful for me, but ultimately not the right soul home for me, which is why I'm leaving soon. There's been a lot coming up, and it's felt like for example, my computer isn't working, my Vitamix isn't working, my car back at home that I was trying to sell stopped working, you know, and all of even those things, like when I was like, oh, okay, we can just do this, I'll make this call and this call, I was getting rerouted and like, no, not this way, and oh, we don't have that part, oh, you have to wait 3 days, oh, you have to wait 3 weeks, oh, that battery didn't work, like all these things, and I was like, what is happening? Like, why are things not really flowing and aligning? Like, I'm used to just miracles and synchronicities like all the time in my life, and so it was very strange for me to be like, what? And I just had a moment with the universe the other day where I was like, you're ending this now, unblock me, what is going on? And intuitively, this whole time, I've been feeling, no, with these Lionsgate energies, there is so much that's untangling in my field. There's all this stuff that was like underneath the carpets, you know, the cobwebs in the energy field. Like with all this light for the Lionsgate, this is actually coming up and out, and it might seem like very, you know, disorganized and chaotic, and, you know, I'm having all of these feelings and even these fears coming up, you know, but I just felt, you know, intuitively that, you know, the light is doing a really deep clearing for me right now. And I could go in detail about all the situations and all of that kind of stuff for like an hour, but for the most part, I'll leave it there. You know, I just, again, had this sense that things are untangling, be patient. I was getting, you know, there's just, you know, a couple situations in my life that I've been praying about that I wanted, you know, the needle to move forward on, and I was just like, I'm okay, I'm gonna be patient, you know, but I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna lean into devotion right now. I'm just gonna lean into prayer, because like there's some energies that are kind of scaring me right now, and I'm just gonna keep leaning into devotion, okay? So, and nothing too bad, like, you know, but enough that was going on, okay? But something happened today, and I'm not going to reveal what it is, but maybe in like a month and a half, you'll know if you follow me, and I'll come online and share a little bit about what's, you know, the next chapter of my life that just sort of revealed itself. But dudes, okay, mermaids, angels, this opportunity that just fell into my lap today is better than I could have dreamt of, okay? It is an answered prayer that is beyond what I was thinking for myself as the manifestation that I wanted. Like, it is insane, okay? For me, I'm just like all these pieces that I thought were separate came together in this opportunity. It's crazy. I'm still freaking out. I'm still processing it. You know, I had to call a couple people being like, oh my God. But you know, what just came through is like, one, patience. This answered prayer is something that I have been, like, it's been years in the making, but for sure the last like 3 months, 6 months, like, okay, like I need a solution around this area in my life, okay? And like I said, the last few weeks have been very jarring for me and my nervous system in a lot of ways, where things were just felt like they weren't working, but really I can see that things are rearranging themselves to support me in an even better way. So one, leaning on patience. And I know this is a mini masterclass that is around sacred business, but this is around sacred business and everything in your life, because that's how I look at, you know, business. It's so holistic. So you can apply this in your sacred business, and you can apply this in every area of your life. So one is patience. You know, we are in a spiritual community that really talks about things happening really fast, quantum manifestations. You can, you know, manifest like that, do it. And while all of that is definitely possible, and I have experienced certain moments of, whoa, certain things like that happening really quickly, really quantum, whoa, I gotta tell you, I know it's not as sexy as the marketing and the spiritual community out there, but my experience is still that we are very much human, still living in a mostly 3D reality, although we're definitely anchoring that 5D in, and things take time. I know, it's crazy. I said it. I know all the spiritual gurus and the new age people and the business marketing people, they like are just pumping this ideology, I think for a lot of them, to just sell their stuff, because it really triggers the ego. Like, oh, you know, they're pumping out this ideology that like, you want it, you've been asking for it, can happen like that. It should happen like that. If it's not happening like that, come work with me, because I can make it happen like that with you. Oh, it'll be like 10 grand, by the way, right? It's like we do live in a society like that, where we're still pulling these, like, you know, notions. There are some spiritual teachers out there that are very, very next level, who are very much living in their quantum reality, who can very, you know, easily pull in things like that very quickly, but those are rare. And even then, there will be some divine timing involved in those situations for sure, right? But overall, you know, my experience is things take time. And if you've been praying for shifts in your business, if you've been praying for shifts in a relationship, if you've been praying for shifts in where you live, your lifestyle, and you have that sincere prayer in your heart and you've been committing to it, you've been asking about it, you've been praying about it, you've been meditating about it, and you've been saying, you know, like, I really need some help around this, or I really see this vision. Thank you, universe, for rearranging me to support me. Be patient, because I can promise you that the universe is listening and things are being rearranged as we speak to support you. Yes, the more we get out of our own way, the more we love ourselves, the more we anchor in that, you know, high vibration in our heart of self-love, the quicker things can happen. For sure, we do have a big part to play in this of loving ourselves, showing up for the inner work. Okay, but number one, you know, lessons from today, patience is amazing, okay? What is also amazing is the power of devotion, because there's a difference between being patient and having done some affirmations, you know, once a week around what you want, put them away, and then living in your life. There's a difference between that and living your life in a state of divine feminine devotion. And you can also be living in, you know, a connection with the sacred masculine devotion, absolutely, but, you know, I'm very much like in my priestess energy, and for me this is very divine feminine devotion, because I also work with very divine feminine ascended masters, okay? So, devotion, what does that mean, and why is it important? Well, devotion will rearrange your reality. People often wonder how I can, I'm living in Costa Rica right now, but I'm going to head to Greece soon. I'm running a successful business. I love what I do. I have purpose. I live very free. Things tend to work out for me. Yeah, we can totally bring in the privilege conversation, but there are still a lot of people that were, raised with my, skin color and where I lived that don't live this kind of reality either. So we can't just chalk it up to privilege. We also need to, bring in, okay, what are some of the spiritual aspects that have been happening in my journey, in my life, to elevate me into this energy of freedom of movement, freedom of finances, freedom of flow, purpose of the heart, okay? And a lot of people are living in beautiful ways like this. I don't want to come off as arrogant, but I do want to highlight, you guys, I live a fucking cool reality. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed, right? And I know that a lot of people want to live it too, so I'm trying to explain how you can do that, right? So how do I do that? The best answer I can give you, it's not going to be, oh, I know how to market. Oh, I got a great funnel. None of that. Oh, and by the way, if you're live, I can't see you. Facebook does this weird thing now where I can't see comments and I can't see who's watching live. So I love you if you're live. Thank you. Please keep commenting if you have been. I'll read them later. So devotion, right? It's not the marketing. It's not this. All of that comes into play, but it's not the core of it. What is devotion? What do I mean by devotion? Devotion is me being, and maybe you being, this could be one definition of it, deeply devoted to my soul's mission. Deeply devoted. My number one priority in my life is to be in alignment with my soul's mission, with my reason for incarnating on this planet. And I pray every day about it. Whether the prayer is quick, whether the prayer is asking for mentorship and guidance, or whether the prayer is deep in ceremony, I pray every day about it. I meditate often. I work with the earth. I do ceremony, giving offerings to the earth, blessing the earth. I live in a state of devotion, and it's a state of hot mess devotion. A lot of the times I feel like a hot mess. No, I don't wake up at 6 and do my ceremony for an hour and do this and very regimented. No, not at all. Whenever I can throughout the day, usually it's in the morning, I arrive in my state of devotion and I pray and I work with my higher self, my angels, and divine feminine ascended masters and sacred masculine ascended masters, as well as pure source energy and pure source consciousness and Mother Earth every single day. I have a team that I work with every single day, and this is what I want you to do too, if you resonate. This is what I teach in my new journey, the Angelic Business Academy. Devotion is a core of my teachings and activations, okay? So it's my new one-on-one program. So when I'm speaking about being devoted to the soul's mission and being devoted to working with your team so you can anchor the light of your soul's mission on this planet, I'm talking about specifically how I work. Is one of the aspects of that is calling in, again, those specific ascended masters and angels that you like to work with every single day. If you like to work with Isis, if you feel activated by the ancient Egyptian presence and far beyond of Isis, I'm not talking about calling Isis in ceremony on the new moon and then on the full moon and occasionally choosing an oracle card from your Isis deck. I'm talking about calling Isis in out loud every single day, maybe multiple times a day, for guidance, mentorship, support, and protection. Okay? Every single day. I'm talking about working with her in ceremony often. If you're working with Mary Magdalene and you feel like Mary Magdalene helps you on your path, I'm not talking about you calling in Mary Magdalene when you start bleeding, or you thinking about her when you wear red, or, when you work with one of your coaches and you do a Mary Magdalene ceremony once a month, and that's how you work with her. I'm talking about calling Mary Magdalene in every single day out loud and asking for guidance, mentorship, support, clarity, protection. maybe multiple times a day, meditating with her, doing ceremony with her. This is not giving your power away, because I guarantee you that when you work with ascended masters and angels in this devoted way, their mission is to help you align with your higher self and realize that you are an angel on this planet. Their mission is to support you in knowing your own power and you self-sourcing that power from your heart star. Okay? So be assured, rest assured, that when you work with angels, Archangel Michael could be another example, ascended masters of divine light, you can work with them in a very devoted way, and you're still going to be 100% plugging into source energy and your higher self. So when I'm talking about being devoted, this is what I'm talking about: showing up, doing the prayers, doing the work, connecting with these higher realms that the ascended masters and the angels live in, because when we do, we call them in out loud every day, every single day. And in the Angelic Business Academy, I'm going to mentor you through this process. I'm going to give you guided meditations and prayer practices and journal questions and homework. But it's going to be like not so time intensive, so you actually do it every day, so you can learn, okay, what's my flow? How do I call on these beings every day? Which beings are the ones calling out to me that I need to work with and really step into a path of devotion with? And that just could be your higher self and source energy, because your higher self is an angel. But when we work with these beings, we connect in with these golden realms of, the golden age, the golden realms of these new earth frequencies, fifth dimension and way beyond the fifth dimension. We start to connect with those frequencies. So even if it looks like things are going a little sideways in our life for a moment, we're still connecting with those frequencies in devotion. And when we bring in the element of patience, boom, something happens one day that you go, oh my God, if you guys were aligning that this whole time, I was freaking out last week and this is what you had planned for me. Whoa. Right? And I just had one of those moments today going, holy mother of pearl, this opportunity just landed in my life that I know that my angels and the ascended masters and source has been working with and organizing finally for the perfect time to arrive at this time in my life. And I had many moments of freak out, of feeling unsupported, this and that, but throughout all of it, I was devoted. And I did my absolute best to remain patient, okay? And when we live in a state of devotion, and we also are okay with patience and loving the moment and letting the moment nourish us and letting it be more than enough, so we can be in gratitude and love about it, that's when we invite miracles. That's when we invite the amazing business shifts. That's when we invite, miraculous lifestyle scenarios. That's when we invite incredible synchronicities into our lives, okay? So I want to remind you, live or on replay, if you want to win a 45-minute intuitive business coaching session with me, please just comment on this video. Comment on this video. That's going to enter you to win into a free 45-minute session with me. I'm doing these 5, it might be 6, but 5 free mini master classes throughout the month of August. And on any of them you can comment, and that will be an entry into winning a 45-minute session with me, okay? And I'm super excited for our next sessions. I hope this one served you today, and I'll just speak a little bit about the intuitive coaching, because the 45-minute, the giveaway that you might be able to win if you want to, and you just comment below. Comment as many times as you want, as that's going to be more entries, okay? A comment is an entry. And in my one-on-one, program, the Angelic Business Academy, okay, what's exciting about that? Why am I offering that? Why is that cool? Why do I think that you might want it? Well, these sessions are so powerful, okay? I want to explain something to you. I started my work as an angel intuitive. I spent the first few years, several years of my practice, one-on-one with people, just working with their angels, communicating with their angels, their spirit guides, to give them accurate readings, looking at their energy field. When my business started to really grow, expand, I started to figure some pieces out, and I saw that there was a missing place, that I wanted to come in and offer divine feminine business coaching for a world that I think very much needed it and still does need it. I brought in business into the equation, okay? So when you work with me in these sessions, I'm not a business coach that comes in with a bunch of business training, a bunch of just pure business background, and I'm telling you about strategy, but I'm also spiritual, so I'm bringing some intuition in. there's a lot of that out there, and it's helpful. It really is. There's a lot of that out there. There's a lot of business coaches who are spiritual, that they want to coach with you and they want to, you know, do a business session with you, but they're intuitive, so they pull some stuff in. Mine is kind of the opposite. Mine is like, we sit and I read your soul. That's the first priority. I read your soul and I read your soul's mission, and we align with it. We bring in your guides, your angels, we give you this intuitive reading, but it's from the perspective of how can we support your business and your prosperity consciousness and your soul's mission. So some sessions are purely energetic, they're purely ceremonial, because you need an activation to shift into a new energy that's going to change everything. And some sessions are actually, we bring in a bunch of strategy and different business things, because that's what you're needing. You might need more of that sacred masculine energy at this time. Coming from 9 years of experience, more than that, full-time as an entrepreneur, I have a university degree in business as well, and I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people through this, and have some pretty amazing transformations that I've experienced with clients working with me. So if you want to win the 45-minute business coaching session to get a little taste of what I'm talking about, please comment below. Come to the next mini master classes or on the replays. Comment as many times as you want. And also, please check out my one-on-one journey, the Angelic Business Academy. There's 3-month option available, 7-month journey available. This is going to be so helpful to you if you have been calling in an expansion and alignment in your sacred business, or if you're just starting. So I have special launch prices available for the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna push them until like August 21st. I've had some technological difficulties, so I haven't been able to show up and talk about it as much as I want. Probably about until August 21st you can apply. So you're just gonna apply. If you're interested, just apply. Let's get on a free call. Let's chat one-on-one. I'm not going to sell you on anything. I'm going to sit in front of you and call your higher self in and say, higher self of so-and-so, of you. Guide us so we can deeply serve your soul's mission, and guide us on whatever is going to most serve you at this time. My clarity calls, my 30-minute calls are unlike pretty much anything out there in the business coaching industry. They're not sales calls. They are healing sessions within and of themselves, and you can choose to jump in through a 3-month or a 7-month experience if your higher self guides you to, or you can just leave the call and be like, fuck yeah, I got a healing just then. That was cool. So much love, many blessings. You can get the link for the Angelic Business Academy in the title of this video. If you're on Instagram, it's the link in my bio. So I had so much fun with you today. Don't forget to comment to enter into that free 45-minute session. And remember, devotion and patience. Divine feminine devotion and patience, when they go together, you're going to experience miracles, and you're going to be able to enjoy the ride, because you're going to be communing with the angelic realms and the ascended masters and your own higher self and your heart, and you're going to realize that every day is an opportunity to bless this world with light. And then crazy cool things are going to happen to you. So much love, many blessings. Ciao.